We've talked a lot about cats and dogs. I mean, they are the most popular pets. About 70% of all U.S. households have one or the other or both. But some people prefer something a little more exotic.
Like Andrew Foster. He has a capuchin monkey. Kong is 1 year old now. Andrew got him not long after he was born. We met up with them at a gym, but Kong wasn't interested in swinging on the ropes. He really didn't want to leave Andrew's shoulder. He slowly warmed up to me and the other folks in the gym, but he kept Andrew in his sights. He goes everywhere with you?
Everywhere with me. He's on me 24/7.
That's right. They spend every moment of every day together. No crates or cages for this pet.
It takes all of your time, okay? You don't have a few hours with him and then put him in a cage. No, he's gonna get ill about going in the cage, so he's just like a human being. You don't want to lock him up, or you will have an animal that you cannot hold or love.
Kong wears a diaper and acts a lot like a human toddler, only this one can swing from your curtains and jump on top of your fridge.
This is a big time commitment. This is like a 2-year-old for 40 years. So he's gonna depend on me for 40 years.
If that's too much of a commitment, how about something less furry, like a reptile? Come here. These tortoises start out at only a few inches. They can live decades growing pretty large, but don't require as much attention. About 8 million Americans have birds. Depending on the species, they might outlive you. Furry little critters like gerbils and chinchillas are pretty common, but how about a hedgehog? This one, named Hedgie, is a hit in her family.
Hey, Mama.
What about horses? Almost 2 million homes have at least one. Too big, you say? Well, you can always get the mini version. These miniature horses live side by side with mini zebu cows. The same owner also has camels, zebras, and exotic pigs on his farm in Wilsonville. Those pets aren't easy to find, and they will cost you a pretty penny. We've seen a lot of interesting animals over the last hour, and now you may be itching to get a monkey or a hedgehog or maybe something a little more traditional. But how do you know what animal or what breed is right for you? You might be longing for a husky because you think they're gorgeous. But did you know that dog breed is one of the most active? So probably not a good choice if your idea of fun is chilling on the sofa. But great for an active family that loves the outdoors.
Like, we have mixed breed border collies here, and we can tell you really quickly that would not be a great apartment dog. Right, they need cows and farms and kids and lots of running, or they're going to be destructive.
On the other hand, bulldogs like Riggs love to chill, and with those short legs, they're not doing a whole lot of jogging. There are plenty of online quizzes you can take to find out what animal would work best for your lifestyle. But let's be honest, that's not how most of us choose a pet.
Most folks, there's something that happens when they just see an animal and there's a connection, and I can't. I'm never going to probably interfere with that because I see some amazing things with that. And they're like, I don't care what I have to do, I have to have that dog. But it's like, something about that one. There's a chemistry.
The adoption counselors at your local animal shelter can help you as well, since they are familiar with their adoptable pets. But there are plenty of people who don't want to go to the shelter because they want a purebred dog or cat. But that doesn't mean you have to go to a breeder.
People don't realize that there's pretty much a rescue for every purebred dog out there that you can imagine.
Oh, Sherlock. Like Adopt a Golden Birmingham. It's a rescue for, you guessed it, golden retrievers.
We focus on one particular breed, and we kind of learn their idiosyncrasies, what they like, what they don't like, the nuances of the dog, and then we help find them homes.
Artla Young knew she wanted that breed, but she also wanted to rescue a dog that needed a home.
We started looking around and we found Adopt a Golden, and I thought, well, that's perfect. We love Goldens. We have a Golden. Why not?
Alabama is home to rescues that focus on German Shepherds, King Charles Cavaliers, Pit Bulls, Greyhounds, Boxers, Siberian Huskies, Schnauzers, Weimaraners, Beagles, and one that deals with all toy breeds. There are several cat rescues like Kitty Cat Haven and a few that actually save rabbits. If you're looking for another breed, there's probably one in a neighboring state. But many people will still go to breeders.
If you're insistent on getting a purebred animal, let us help you find a breeder that's responsible so that you don't get taken.
And there are reputable breeders out there, but how do you know which one you're dealing with? The animal activists we talk to say there are signs you can look out for.
If somebody's willing to ship to you or meet you in a parking lot, that's a huge red flag right there.
That's because they may not want you to see the conditions of the breeding parent. So ask to see the mom and dad. Ask to see where the parents and puppies sleep. Ask if they have a health guarantee on their puppies. When was the last time their breeding parents saw a vet? Do they have a business license? Is the business registered with the Secretary of State? Check with the Better Business Bureau. But those who deal with abandoned and mistreated animals would rather you adopt.
I think the adoption thing is the smart thing to do. I think it's good for the kids. I think it's good for the family. Most people want a great pet like the ones they see on TV. And if you want a great pet like the ones you see in the movies or on television, pick out a dog that's 1 or 2 years old, and you're going to probably end up with that.
A recent survey shows more than 85 million American families have at least one pet. That's more than half of all U.S. households. Now, over the past hour, we have shown you pet positives and some of the bad things that can happen to animals at the hands of humans. But one thing is certain, their lives are in our hands, and protecting our pets is our responsibility. For WVTM 13 Chronicle, I'm Lisa Crane.